What do you observe as barriers maybe in the people you work with? Are there any 1, 2, 3 top ones that you can name where you also really managed to make a shift for them, you know?
Yeah, so our business is called Light School. We help teachers launch programs to facilitate transformation. So if you zoom out and look at the species as a whole, we have this collective trauma, right? There's certain things we are all suffering from, right? And my goal is to attract as many teachers as possible to start group programs and create the medicine we need to heal as a species. And I've developed my own thesis and theory of change. This is best done as groups and group programs. And so the common mistakes I see are first being afraid of being a contributor to the internet. Right? There's a big fear.
True.
Right?
Very true.
About 99.9% of people are not contributors. They're just observers, right? They're passive when it comes to their relationship with it. So they're in a state of constant consumption. They're not actively being vocal about the things that they are creating. And they're not using these incredible connections as superpowers.
I love that.
So if you search first time on Google, I bet your name pops up. Right? All this content we're making.
Well, with first times, we don't know, but yeah.
We'll see one day. But you're becoming an active creator. And in a way, you're basically raising your hand to the world, saying, hey, I'm here for this.
Yeah.
I'm here for you if you need it. And most of us don't do that, right? We live in fear of it. We have all this like bent up anxiety and emotion and all these like barriers that will prevent us from actually speaking our truth on the internet and attracting people for the things that we want to create. In video games, I love video games, we call these NPCs. They're non-playable characters, right? Who are just kind of sitting there and being fed like a certain script and doing certain things. And they're not active participants, right? They haven't come into their own agency with the internet in a way that can serve them and serve their missions and the things they want to create. So I'd find the first thing is getting them over that emotional barrier, right? It's like, how do you use these different channels in order to create the world that you want to call in, right? So the methodology that we teach, we do a lot of one-to-one warm outreach, right? We go find those specific nodes of those people that can help, people that can give feedback, people that can make introductions, right? We're using these channels in a way that helps us build abundance and growth for ourselves and bring our missions into existence. So I would just kind of take a step back, go look at the stats on your phone, see where you're spending time, and ask yourself, are you really using these entities to progress in a way that's meaningful for you and the things you care about? And a lot of things to track back to that. The second tip is I like to set an alarm at 10 o'clock every night for me. And you can make it earlier or later, where that's when my phone goes into airplane mode and off. Right? And a lot of people set an alarm to wake up, but setting an alarm to go to bed, turn off technology is much better for the soul, right? Because you're choosing at the end of the day to disconnect. And I know this is very cliche, but go pick up a book, go draw, go journal, but don't touch your software in your computers after a certain time. Like a bedtime alarm clock or a technology turn off time is really great. Another simple thing we can do is turn your phone to black and white. So that it's always in black and white. Or I have a little trick where I set the button on the side. So if I tap it 3 times, it goes into color. If I tap it 3 times again, it goes into black and white. You'll become way less triggered. Yeah. And you'll find when you remove the color and all this design that's designed to encapsulate you into your phone, you'll discover that you use your phone very differently.